It helps to critically analyze, interpret, and appreciate literary texts. At that point of time, this bird sings, and this bird gives all the hope to the poet. So that is the brief summary of the poem. Taxidermist is a man who creates the model of animals using their real skin. Hello students, I am Anil, Assistant Professor of English, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So, in this session, we will see the syllabus of B.Ca. 4th Sem. So, we will see what is there in the syllabus and the objective of this syllabus, how it helps you to improve your knowledge. In this session, we are going to see what is there in the syllabus of the 4th semester prescribed by the University of Mysore. In this session, we are going to see the objective of this course. Objective means what are the aims of this syllabus prescribed for you. Then we will see the assessment. How are you going to be assessed? So with these two things, we will see your syllabus, then the pattern, and again, what is there in the syllabus. With this, we are going to see what is inside the syllabus, how it is going to change us or improve our knowledge, and also how you are assessed through the examination. Let us see what is the aim of this course. The objectives, main aims of this course is to enhance LSRW. What is LSRW? Listening, speaking, reading, writing skills. So, these four are called skills. They are considered skills. Why? The way you listen, how much you concentrate while listening, that will help you to think and then speak. Speaking, how you approach somebody, how you convince your ideas through speaking. Therefore, it is also a skill. Then reading and writing. So how you read, how you understand what is written, and how you write. How you want somebody to read your writing and understand. So these four skills are required, and this course has this aim of improving these skills in you. Then to develop interpersonal communicative skills. Interpersonal communicative skills. When you talk to somebody, when you stand in front of somebody, when you listen, everything you should know is how to behave, how to speak, how to convey your idea. So that will impress the listeners and it will improve your interpersonal communication. So this course aims at improving this skill of communication. Then it helps you to augment presentation skills. It helps you to improve your presentation skills. You are good at presenting something which is given to you. You have the presentation skill. This course helps you to increase this skill, improve this skill. It helps to critically analyze, interpret, and appreciate literary texts. In this sem, you have a novel, and it would help you to read the novel, analyze the characters, understand what is inside it, then interpret, express your thoughts on it, then appreciate literary texts. So you will learn to appreciate something which is written and people regard as a wonderful text. Then it tries to sensitize about social, cultural, religious, and ethnic diversities. This course will make sure that you become sensitive to all these societal things where you interact with many people, where you interact with many cultures, where you interact with many religious ideas and the ethnic diversity which we have in our country. It also helps to enable employability in emerging sectors such as content writers, interpreters, translators, and transcribers. So this course simply does not want to improve your skills and leave it like that. It helps to improve your employability, where you have those skills and you can be employed anywhere you go. So this course has that aim to achieve. Then to facilitate preparation for competitive examinations. Today's world is full of competitions. So in this world, you should be very thoroughly prepared to compete with others. Everyone has the equal skill set, but some are more competitive in their thoughts, writings, and expressing ideas. So this course helps you to improve all those things in you. Coming to the reading skills. To improve your reading skills, you have a novel by R.K. Narayan, Talkative Man by R.K. Narayan. So this novel is a very simple novel and it has just 88 pages to read. This is how the book looks. I will give you a brief summary of this novel, Talkative Man. So this is a story of a man by name Madhu. Madhu is the protagonist of the novel Talkative Man. He is the talkative man and he is given the short form TM. Then in his life, there enters a man, Dr. Run. Run is a short form for Rangan, a man of native Malgudi. But he goes abroad, he studies, he comes back and he wants his name to look foreign. Therefore, he makes his name Run, removing G.A. in his name. So it is a story of this man which is narrated by Madhu. So he makes the story very attractive to the listeners. So this story of Rangan is there in this novel, Talkative Man. I hope you will enjoy the story, reading it, enjoy the novel once you start reading it. So this will help to increase your reading skills. Now coming to the listening skills, you have 4 poems to listen, understand and appreciate it. So there are only 4 poems. Darkling Thrush by Thomas Hardy, Goodbye Party for Pushpa T.S. by Nizam Ezekiel. Third one is Snake, D.H. Lawrence. Fourth one is The Learned Astronomer, Walt Whitman. These 4 poems are there for you to listen and enjoy the poetry. So I will give you a brief summary of these 4 poems. Darkling Thrush is a poem by Thomas Hardy. Dark thrush means a small bird. So this bird is singing when the poet had lost all hope in life. And he is seeing that only bad thing is prevailing in his life. There is no ray of hope. At that point of time, this bird sings and this bird gives all the hope to the poet. So that is the brief summary of the poem. Then coming to Goodbye Party for Pushpa T.S. by Nizam Ezekiel. This is a humor-filled poetry where Nizam Ezekiel makes fun of people who use English translating exactly their native language. You might have heard about Butler English. So this poem is actually making fun this habit of speaking a bad English without grammar, where people try to think that speaking English is a status for them. Coming to Snake, D.H. Lawrence, it's a very good poem where he talks about a snake, a beautiful snake which comes to drink water. But what this man does, the poet does, we have been taught from the society that we have to destroy something in order to prove our masculinity. So he criticizes that attitude in this poem where he enjoys the beauty of the snake and suddenly he tries to harm it, and after harming it, he regrets his actions. So that is in the poem Snake. Then comes The Learned Astronomer by Walt Whitman. So this poem is a very simple poem, but it has a deeper meaning in it. In this poem, the poet goes and attends a lecture by an astronomer who is talking about stars, planets, Earth, their features, everything. Though it is very much interesting in the beginning, then the poet feels that he is disconnected from the discourse, from the presentation, and finally he feels very boring. He felt that the lecture was very much boring. So finally, he gets up from the audience. He wanted to leave the place and he leaves. Coming out, he looks at the stars and he tries to enjoy it. So that is the summary of this poem, The Learned Astronomer. So these 4 poems will help you to improve your listening skills and also appreciate poetry. Coming to the speaking skills, you have been instructed to talk in English since your school days, if you remember. So speaking happens when there is people to speak with. You have to speak with your friends, you have to get into discussions, you have to talk with them, use the language repeatedly so that you will improve the skill of speaking. It is not only English but other languages as well. When you compare your local language or your native language with that of English, you are very much fluent in your native language, in your mother tongue. What is the reason for that? The reason is you are confident, you don't have any hesitation because you have been speaking the language from your childhood. But for speaking English, you need a little practice. So here, to improve your skills of speaking, there is a topic called group discussion. So you are given topics to speak on and you will use that language to express your ideas in a group. So we will do it practically inside the classroom and I'll explain the theoretical part in the next session. Then comes the public speaking. Most of the students feel the stage fear, the fear to stand in front of an audience. To improve the ability to speak in front of a public, you need to understand certain things. Where you have to shed your fear, then you should have a bit of knowledge on what you are talking and your body posture, your gesture, your body language, everything is to be kept in mind while you are doing this public speaking. So we will see in detail what is public speaking in the next session. Now coming to the writing skills. You have to understand certain things, types of writing. What are the types of writing? What are they aimed at? First one is copywriting for your semester. Then comes business writing, travel writing and article writing. Article writing, you are very much familiar with this article writing, that you study on something, you write the points related to it and make it very attractive. So that is article writing. We will see more on article writing in the next class. Travel writing. By this time you are familiar with travel writing as well. People love to travel. You love to travel. When you travel, you want to express your feelings, how you felt after traveled so much. So you will use media to express yourself, but how do you write? How do you express your feelings in words, in written form? That is travel writing. Business writing. When it comes to business writing, you should keep certain things in mind, whom you are addressing, what is the issue, what are the suitable words to achieve your desired goals. So those things are to be kept in mind to write a business writing. Then copywriting. Copywriting is something which you write for a company or things like that. So we will see everything in detail in the next session. This will help you to increase your writing skills and understand the types of writing. Coming to the next session of writing skills, you have e-correspondence. World is running with internet. Internet is helping everybody to get connected with every other people. So here you have to write apology letters. I hope you know the format of a formal letter. When you are typing or when you are composing an email, everything comes on the left, how you should write, how you should impress the reader. When you are apologizing for something, then what are the words which really make the reader understand your true emotions? We will see that in the next class. Then appreciation letters. When somebody does something good, you have to appreciate. And how do you do it? So that thing we will see in the next session. Congratulations letters. So all these letters are under the title e-correspondence. It will improve your writing skill. Then coming to the next one, content writing. People are now interested in blog writings. They express their feelings on the internet. People randomly read what they have done, how they have felt, and they try to understand their emotions. So blog writing is a wonderful hobby these days. People like to write and express to the world. Internet has facilitated that opportunity. Then podcast writing, then writing on Instagram. This one I hope you are all familiar with. Using Instagram, how do you write on the Instagram? Then how do you do the podcast writing? We will see all these things in the next class. This will help you to increase your writing skills. Coming to the end of the session, here is the assessment part. So a novel, 4 poetry, and some language component parts are there for this semester. How are you going to be assessed? Your question paper is set for 100 marks. Your formative assessment, that is your internal tests and internal things, will be for 40 marks. And your summative assessment, that is the sum end examination, is for 60 marks. Coming to the 40 marks part, here you have first internal test and second internal test, which are conducted for around 30 marks, and they would be reduced to 10, 30 and 10. So you would write a test for 60 marks and they would be reduced to 20. Then you will have assignments, or you may have interviews, or you may have oral tests. You will have any of these, any 1 or 2 of these things for 10 marks each. So 10, 10, 10, 10, 40 marks. This is the assessment type, or this is how you are assessed at the end of the semester. Keeping all these things in mind, I hope this semester would be very exciting. So let us read the novel, let us understand the poetry, and let us understand the language component parts and increase the skills that we just listened to. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. I wish you all the best for you for this semester. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.